my skin now fading, feeling like I'm all alone, yeah. I know you're sad, but baby, honestly, I don't care about the way you feel, 'cause when it's over, you leave me broken on my knees.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing this look on this beautiful model. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. First things first, I'm starting off by cleansing her face with the Garnier Micellar cleansing water. Then I went in with the Gunu Effect Rose water to just spray all over her face. And for moisturizer, I'm using the Mismetics moisturizer. For primer, I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip primer. So she didn't have oily skin, so I didn't use a mattifying primer. This was the only primer I used. Then for foundation, I'm mixing this foundation from V Beauty and this one from L'Oreal. So I just mixed them together, put it all over her face with a brush. Went into my Kiss Beauty setting spray to spray before I started to blend. And I'm using the Allure by Chloe beauty sponge to blend the foundation into her skin.
Over, you leave me broken on my knees. Went from being lovers, kisses.
For concealer, I'm using the Born This Way concealer in the shade Latte. So I'm just using that same beauty sponge I used for the foundation to lightly buff that concealer into the areas that I want to highlight: the chin, the forehead, the nose, underneath her eyes. This is one of my new favorite concealers. Like, it's so, like, I really love it. Concealer is bomb, you guys. Especially this shade. Like, this shade works for a lot of people. I've used it for so many people, and like, it just sits so well. Then I went ahead to spray one last time before setting her face with setting powder. So now I'm using a translucent setting powder to set all that concealer in. To set the rest of her face, I'm using this powder from Iman, the luminous ones. If you follow me on my channel, you know that these are one of my favorite powders. So I'm just buffing that powder into her skin like so. For contour, I'm using the Zickel powder palette, and I'm just using this Nuban Beauty contour brush to contour lightly. I don't like my contour to be harsh, just subtle. You can see it made a difference, but it's not so dark. So I'm using a lighter powder to contour her nose with this small blending brush from G-Soft brushes. So I started off by using a darker shade for the bridge of her nose, like the inner corner close to the eyes. Then I went in with a lighter powder for the lower part of the nose, so you can see the difference in the shade. And I'm just doing a bit of reverse contour with the same Iman powder I used to set all over her face, so that the contrast is not so much, like you don't see a harsh line there. So after doing this with the beauty sponge, I'm going to go in with a small fluffy brush to blend that in so there is no harsh line. So now we are moving into the brows. So first off, I'm using this Cupid's by BTM. It's like a brow wax. It's a wax. So I just use it to put the brows in place. Then go in with my brow pomade from Hegai and Esther. Use a precise angled brush. This one is from Evita Joseph. I'm going to be using this to draw the outline of my brows before I go ahead to fill in. To fill in the brows, I'm using the Younger Beauty Brow Lotion pencil.
It doesn't always work out, yeah. Just because you're in love doesn't mean it's enough. I know you're...
After filling in with the pencil, I like to go back into the brow pomade to fill in areas that I can still see skin, especially the outer corner of the brows. To highlight the brows, I'm going to be using the Kevyn Aucoin in SX11. That's the skin enhancer. I used the SX11, which is the lighter shade, for the brow bone, then SX13 for the inner corner and the outer corner of the brows, so that it can blend better into her skin. You don't want to use a really light shade for the inner corner and outer corner of the brows. So now that I'm done highlighting, I'm using my G-Soft brush to blend that concealer in.
I know you're sad, but baby, honestly, I don't care about the way you feel. 'Cause when it's over, you leave me broken on my knees. Went from being lovers, kisses, hugs, and cuddles, trying to get you out of my bed.
To highlight the top of the brow, I used a foundation, I think, just something closer to our skin tone and lighter than the Kevyn Aucoin, because you know the Kevyn Aucoin is a really creamy, very thick, has a very creamy and thick consistency. So I used a foundation for the top of her brow so that it's not so obvious that I highlighted the top of her brows. Same thing with the top. When I'm done, I'll use that same G-Soft brush to blend. But you see the way I'm patting, I'm not rubbing or pulling so that I don't ruin my skin work that I've suffered to do. Then I went ahead to use the Younger Beauty brow tint just to lighten her brows and keep them in place all day. And that is it for the brows. So now I'm proceeding to bake, and I'm using a translucent powder to bake her nose, bake the inner corner of her eyes. Then I went into a banana shade, like a yellow shade of setting powder to do the other side of her face like I'm doing right now. So I went back into my Ezekiel eyeshadow palette, and I'm just using that to set the concealer I used to highlight the brows. Then I'm going ahead to apply concealer. I think the concealer I applied is from Ezekiel. I'm applying this all over her eyelids. And I went ahead to use that same Ezekiel powder to set. You want to make sure for this look that your eyes are set very properly, so that when you're doing the neon liners, it doesn't move or shift. So you need to powder it really well. So for the neon liners, I'm using these colors from DFA. That's That Girl That Miss Cosmetics. I've had this neon pigment for years, you guys. I'm sure it's like since 2017 or 2018, and they're still bomb. Then I use that yellow shade from EA Beauty. Then I'm using the Inglow Duraline to mix it together. And you see the brush I just showed you is from the Huda Beauty eyeliner. I needed a very precise brush, so I decided to use that one because it's really tiny. So I just started off by using the yellow shade. I don't know if that's yellow or neon green, but yeah, I started off by doing dots so that I can use this to trace my lines so that it's a bit precise. I learned this look from someone on YouTube. Can't remember her name right now. I just came across the video and I loved it so much. I had to try it out. You guys know, if you follow me, that in fact I'm sure this is the first time I'm trying something like this. I did it on Stephanie and people liked it, so I was like, let me recreate it on the model. So yeah, this is me trying something different. If you guys like stuff like this, let me know. I will try to be doing things like this. Like, my sisters were so happy for me, like, oh my god, I can't believe you did this. Like, when I posted it, they just started calling me, oh my god, I didn't want to do that makeup. Because it's so different from what I would normally do. But I wanted to try something different, and I hope you guys can appreciate it. So I'm pretty much just using the 3 different neon shades I showed you guys. Started off with the yellow, the pink, then the purple. So I just use it to draw this line like I'm doing. I'll just let you guys watch. Now that I'm done getting the outline on both eyes, I'm going to start by doing like clouds, sort of, on the lines, starting with dark purple. With the purple, it's just purple, it's not really dark. I'll just let you guys watch. It's self-explanatory, so I'll just do the clouds or balloons or whatever you want to call it, then I'll do the dot around it, then I proceed to the other color, and that's pretty much it. Let me just let you guys watch.
My bed, yeah. Didn't know I could feel this empty. Don't know if I'm able to move on.
Now I'm done. I'm just going into my black eye pencil to line the tight line. I didn't want to line the eyes. I wanted the focus to just be on the neon liners. So I'm just using black pencil. After which I went into the Zaran mascara. And for false lashes, I'm using these gorgeous lashes from Untitled Beauty in the style Laifa. Like, if you know me well, this is the kind of, like, when I saw these lashes, I was like, this lashes is so me, like, so me. Like, the name is just appropriate because it's like my favorite style of lashes. This long short, like, they're so flattering. Ooh, do you guys see Laifa in action? Yes, that's Laifa lashes by Untitled Beauty. I really love her lashes. So now I'm just dusting off the excess setting powder. So for the waterline, I used another shade of neon pigment from That Girl Dami. I just mixed it with Benign Clown White and used it to line her eyes. Then I went into Arusha and I'm using this light brown to smoke her waterline. Then proceeded to apply mascara on her bottom lashes. Take your time and use the tip of your mascara wand to really get those lashes to pop. Trust me, it makes a whole lot of difference. Like, focus on your bottom lash line and you thank me. This is the difference between both eyes. So important. So for blush, I'm using that orange shade from the Mood Beauty eyeshadow palette. I love, like, you see how I run out of that shade, the bow cap eyeshadow palette. I love using that orange shade for blush. It's so pretty on any skin tone, dark, light skinned. Do you see? Like, it just has, I just love orange blushes. I don't know. Then for lips, I'm using the Eye Magic lip palette. I just started off with the darkest brown in the lip palette to line. Then I went into this other color for the main color. The Eye Magic palette is great, yeah, but like, if you don't set it with eyeshadow, it would not last at all, especially when you now put lip gloss over it. It doesn't last. Like, it will just rub off before you know it. So after doing this, I like to go into an eyeshadow to set the lippy so it can last longer. Then for the inner corner of our lips, I'm just using this really light concealer just to brighten the inner corner of our lips. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I used to set it. So I just took the dark brown, took this shade, then took I actually used powder to set the inner corner. That's that light concealer shade I put there. And yeah, that's it for the lips. For highlighter, I'm going to be mixing these two highlighters, the Artist Couture in Sugar Daddy and this one from Zickel Cosmetics. But I sprayed the face with setting spray first so that the face is a bit moist, so that I can take in that concealer very well. I mean, the highlighter very well.
I know you're sad, but baby, honestly,
So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry about the model's hair. The wig we were supposed to use, it was just a long story, but I hope you guys enjoyed the makeup look, because at the end of the day this video was about the makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.
You've been messing with my temper lately. Always got me acting